Under sa ilalim. Santano
Nice
attack.
pass.
Oh, Rama with a 3 by Marvin Taiwan. Yes!
Nagbabalik tayo dito sa One Arena in Cainta, Rizal. We bring you the main game of our Tuesday triple header. It's gonna be a good one. Ibesazon and the rest of the One Bataan Risers. They struggled in that last game, that comeback win by Mindoro. A lot of crucial stuff that happened in that game. They'll be going up against Jason Apolonio in the resurgence of Meycauayan Marilao Gems, where they look to continue here in the season. The One Bataan Risers will be going up against Meycauayan here at the One Arena in Cainta, Rizal. Magandang gabi mga kaliga. This is Winnie Gregorio alongside Coach Mike Perez, Coach Off-Air. We're excited about these teams who are very well balanced and just a good matchup against each other.
Tsaka both teams having their own theme, coming in here. Of course, Bataan wanting to bounce back from the very close loss against Mindoro and address their skills. Samantalang itong Meycauayan coming up a highly spirited win against Rizal, and they want to build up on that too.
That was a strong start coming from both of the teams, although it was different endings for both of the teams. So, we want to say hi to all of our viewers on YouTube, on Facebook, on Tap Sports, as well as on Solar Sports. And, siyempre, gusto rin natin mag-hi sa ating kasama sa sideline na si Miss Sheila.
Yes, hi Coach Juanito and Coach Mike. Magandang gabi din sa ating lahat ng mga kaligang nanonood. Nabanggit nyo na nga itong dalawang teams na to. Magkaiba yung kanilang naging endgame results in their previous match. Isang panalo at isang talo. Pero they only have one goal for this game is to get another win. Pero magiging challenge for Meycauayan is that ang haba nga na naging break nila. On the other side, for Bataan, that loss against Mindoro make them more a bit emotional, but still they are staying or having that positive mindset that they will bounce back, nasabi nga ni Coach Mike, for this game tonight. Titingnan nga natin kung sino sa kanila ang mas matibay at mas naghanda para sa larong ito.
For that, Sheila, Coach, we're just so excited for both of these teams. We know that their culture, their coaching staff, the players that they have, alam natin na magiging bakbakan itong ating main game. So, pag-usapan muna natin yung ating previous games nitong mga team na to. Let's talk about Bataan first against Mindoro in that last game. Coach, this was a good start coming from Mindoro, but from Bataan. But that recovery from Mindoro.
Well, heartbreaker actually talaga yung game na yon. No? The Risers came out blazing. They built a double-digit lead, looking very dominant. But as the game tightened, yung free throw struggles became, pretty much the challenge in that match. And Bataan, it was the -13 free throw makes and giving up 11 more free throw attempts for Mindoro. They were shooting very well at 44%. Yung reboundings and offensive reboundings, even the second chance point, halos magkadikit. Pero again, the breaks in the game and the free throws have really been the key turning point in that match.
Well, that was a heartbreaker for Bataan, and they look to go back in their winning ways. Dito naman tayo sa Marilao Gems, Coach. A strong start against Rizal, and they just never looked back. Well in control of the ball game. Had even as high, I think, as more than a 20-point lead, but Meycauayan going home with a victory.
Oh, Meycauayan really just put on a masterclass in that game. The Gems really exploded out of the gate. They built a massive first quarter and never really looked back. At kung mapapansin mo, yung elite shooting talaga, you shoot 51% overall from the field and 45% from 3 points. I don't think you're losing any game if you're shooting that much.
Well, Coach Tantan Manal and the rest of his coaching staff ready to get another win here. Let's turn you over to our courtside announcer, Richard Tampos.
Let's carry on the starting lineup for the One Bataan Risers, PACQUIAO'S. At forward number 28, Chito Jaime. Playing center number 27, Chris Javier. Small forward number 22, Ibesazon. At guard number 18, Tutoy Ramirez. Point guard number 1, Robbie Tarang. They are led by Goody Ilagan with Mac Tan. Assisted by Ogie Gumatay, John Flores, F. Francisco Barangay San Roque with Marvin Molines, Louis Cortina, Prince Cruz, and Erwin Lozada. Team manager, attorney Gary Palmero. Team owner, Luis Valenzuela. Now for the Meycauayan Marilao Gems. Playing center number 15 from Angono Rizal, Flex Apreco. Power forward number 12, Vince Tolentino. At guard number 9 from Barangay San Isidro, Sean Argente. Forward number 3, Patrick Ramos. And at point guard number 0, also from Barangay San Isidro, MJ De La Virgen. The head coach is Jonathan Banal, assisted by Dexter Rosales of Angono Rizal with Ice Banal, Nate Santos, Kian Garatay, Brian Monday, and Francis Amores.
Starting five brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL. Bataan will be starting with Robbie Darang, Tutoy Ramirez, Chris Javier, Ives Sazon, and Chito Jaime. While Meycauayan will be starting with MJ De La Virgen, Sean Argente, Flex Apreco, Vince Tolentino, and Patrick Ramos. Main game here at the One Arena in Cainta, Rizal. Manito Gregorio at your service alongside Coach Mike Perez and Sheila Salaysay on the sidelines. First shot for Robbie Darang, in and out.
Almost the same starting 5 here for Bataan Risers. Really just Chito Jaime replacing si Alex Ramos. For the most part, he's the one who starts things off for Bataan Risers. And really good, matchup in terms of guards para dito sa Meycauayan and Bataan.
Tutoy Ramirez. I'm gonna go down low to Chito Jaime. That ball is last touch. There is some confusion. The ball will stay with the one Bataan Risers. Push.
Wow.
No foul is called. Patrick Ramos trying to run. MJ De La Virgen cannot get it to go. Brought by Chito Jaime.
Meycauayan bringing in the energy to start this game, huh?
They want the same kind of start against Rizal, where they were really able to take control in the first half.
And right off the gates, we talked earlier about Batangas being highly committed on the defensive end. One might liken how Meycauayan has really started this season. Sa simula, dalawang panalo sila against Zamboanga in Manila, and then they went to that tough stretch of Quezon City, Caloocan, and Quezon. Well, they lost by single digits against Quezon City and Quezon, and then double digits against Caloocan, and then they bounced back with that huge win against Negros and that inspiring win over Rizal.
Tutoy gets the first free throw. 2 for 2 to Tutoy Ramirez.
Tutoy Ramirez always, really for the most part, one of the key starters for Bataan.
There's the staggered screen for MJ De La Virgen. They go to one of their best scorers in Sean Argente. 22 points in his last game. One of the reasons, Coach Mike, why in the first half talagang lumaki na ang kalamangan itong Meycauayan. Sean Argente is really making a name for himself here in the MPBL.
Started off being an off-the-bench guy for Coach Tantan Banal. About 13 points per game. One of the star scorers for an option for Coach Tantan Banal. And ang ganda ng field goal shooting ni Sean Argente. He's shooting 60% from the perimeter, 35% from 3. And you think about it, he's just been a really good flow itong si Sean Argente.
Well, the rookie is averaging 13.7 points a ball game, 1.6 rebounds, an assist per ball game, 20 minutes of play. One of 3 JRU guys on the side of Marilao.
And what you like about Sean Argente is ang ganda na ng field goal shooting niya. Very rarely does he turn the ball over. It's just on the free throw line. Yun yung medyo challenge sa kanya. He's shooting only 44% so far. Look at the unselfishness of Meycauayan, but maybe a little bit too flashy on that fast break.
Medyo na-excited itong si Sean Argente. Could have put the ball down before going up, but wanted to go for an alley-oop. They're lucky that it will touch Ives Sazon before it went out.
Now, in and out here, Bataan, you really have to match this energy to start the game by Meycauayan.
So far, the score is 2-all. Robbie Darang calls for a play.
Shuffle into a stagger. There you go. That's their favorite set.
Utoy,
Then
making
he pops, yeah? Oh, my.
Almost turnover. Ball stays with Chico Jaime. Blocked by Flex Apreku, and there is only 2 seconds remaining on the shot clock.
How about the defensive recovery by Flex Apreco right there? Former teammates, I think, from Muntinlupa. Hindi ko alam kung nag-aabot sila, but I like to think they did.
Here, 2 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Utoy goes to Robbie. A second remaining. Robbie, I don't think that's gonna count. Rebounded by Vince.
Off to the races, live turnover.
Patrick on the cross. Spin move. Patrick Ramos able to fish for another foul off of Bataan.
But much as everybody, bit surprised at how Meycauayan has actually performed this season, I personally am not.
And they paid the digital wallet built for the community.
And the reason that I say that, because I felt, originally, you have to remember, Muntinlupa team to dati.
Yes, that's
diba?
right.
And so,
In the preseason, they were still donning Muntinlupa.
that is right. And so, me coming from Muntinlupa, and I saw the roster of Coach Tantan Banal, I felt this is a pretty solid roster. You have really good guards. It's really just a matter of them coming together and building that team chemistry. But unfortunately, they go over to Meycauayan, and Meycauayan gains a really good team.
Why they are challenging, of course, all the way up north. Robbie Darang, though, with the answer on the left corner.
Robbie Darang definitely is a guy that's got to get himself going. He does shoot very well and on the field. It's the threes that's major challenge for him. And so to see him make a shot from there, pretty refreshing. And they have Flex Apreco. How about that?
Flex Apreco, not with the flex, but with the flight.
Oh.
Showing that he can fly out. Gets the 2 right there.
Ang tanong ko lang dito sa'yo, Coach Juanitz, you've covered the league, earlier than me. How many times have you seen Flex Apreco get involved very early in the offense in a game?
Well, in the last game, he actually was scoring a lot more.
Yeah.
Itong si Flex Apreco. So, he wants to continue to extend this game. Talk about extending. It's Tutoy Ramirez getting another triple. Sean Argente with the answer.
Now, if this is going to be a battle of points per possession, this is going to be pretty interesting for both these teams. See, right now, both are very similar in terms of points per possession, roughly close to 1.07. And to me, that speaks in volume on their manner of play. Love high energy, full speed ahead, 3-point shooting team.
This was Tutoy Ramirez getting that far out triple with a quick answer coming from Sean Argente. Ang mga 3 points na ito ay hatid sa inyo ng Extreme, ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas.
And much as we talk about 3-point shooting, +2 lang sa makes ang advantage nitong Meycauayan over Bataan, but pretty much very similar attempts. 3 on its way again. Oh my goodness.
Back-to-back triples for Sean Argente. Now we gotta give this guy a nickname because this guy is a gunner.
35% 3-point shooter so far heading into this game.
Robbie Darang wanting to answer in and out for Robbie Darang. Ball stays with Bataan. From the vantage point of the referee, it might have hit Patrick Ramos, but this was the fake, the step back, the straight line, and in for Sean Argente.
One has to notice it's not just the pass. It's the IQ of a Sean Argente and what to do on a closeout. Nice fake, good jumper from Chris. No,
Usually the comfort zone coming from Chris Xavier. Chito Jaime with a second chance opportunity. Chito Jaime getting his fourth rebound of the ball, third rebound of the ball game early on.
well, very important. Again, Bataan's gotta definitely match the energy of this Meycauayan. They are playing like this is a home game right now.
Flex Apreco once again attacking the basket early. I don't know if it's a game plan or it's a personal decision for Flex Apreco to try and score a lot more on the side of Marilao.
In the 7 games that Flex has played, he's actually shooting, you know, not so good from the field. But man, when he does get this opportunity, maybe in yung last 2 games niya, I like to think sobrang taas ng percentage shooting para dito kay Flex.
There will be a review for Chito Jaime. Seems down. I don't know if there is blood. Pero mukhang medyo hilo-hilo pa. Etong si Chito Jaime.
Yeah, I think he got hit on the eye. Yun yung tinuturo ni Ives Sazon as he was talking to the officials. And Flex, you know, much as highly involved yan sa mga physical action inside, understandably so because he's a big man. Oh, there's that bloodied eye of Chito Jaime.
Sa eye area.
Oh, he was heavily bleeding as he went to that bench. Now, are they reviewing this to see if it's gonna be upgraded? Boy, and Chito Jaime, definitely they're gonna need his presence inside.
Ravi Octobre to replace Chito Jaime.
So this is going to be a forced substitution for Chito Jaime. He's
Carl
been doing terrific
Bringasborg,
in terms of
Chris
rebounding early on. Itong si Chito Jaime, but Rafi Octubre will be subbed in early in the ball game.
Yeah, and so nothing in there to warrant anything unsportsmanlike. It was really more of Flex trying to drive, and doon na nagkaroon ng tamaan with Chito Jaime. Well, hopefully we hope Chito is able to come back because he's definitely importanteng pyesa sa rotation ni Bataan.
Just want to give a quick shout out to Celine Gabi and of course si Gianna Llanes.
Siyempre naman, naglalaro si Vince.
Siyempre, never
Meycauayan.
nagmimitis yan. Kahit nagtatrabaho yan si G. Basta may laro si Vince, manonood at manonood yan.
Taking care of their business.
Pickleball soon, guys.
Oh, yes. Maybe you guys.
Ano na lang si
Wag
Coach
na
Mike?
ako.
Maybe Ken? Maybe
Ken,
possible. Maybe not, Coach Mike.
There are certain sports that you are too old for.
Jason Apolonio will get his first minutes of the ball game. A terrific game one more time for Apolonio. 14 points and 6 rebounds in the last game. Gets a rebound right away. Apolonio puts the ball on the floor. Attacks early. Not there. Flex with the rebound. They want to go down post. Ball is tapped. They go corner. Argente. A lot of offensive rebounds para dito sa Meycauayan. Not there. Fourth try. Not there. Fifth try for Meycauayan. Let's see if Argente can finally get it. Drives. No available space, but a foul will be called on Rafi Octubre.
That was a hard fall by Sean Argente.
Coach, there's 2 things I noticed. 1 is the rebounding. 2 is the defense, but that might be an elbow on Rafi Octubre.
Boy, he's still down. Sean Argente is still down. We hope he's okay. I think he went to that Euro step. He went to that Pinoy step rather. And as he went, I think it was Octubre who's trying to block his way to go the other side of the floor.
You never want to see sights like this.
Yeah. He's still down.
Upon review, the last call has upgraded to an unsportsmanlike foul on Rabi Octobre.
They upgraded this. We'll see it again. That Euro.
That was right to the chin of Sean Argente. So Chito Jaime was subbed out earlier because he got hit on the eye level. So that was a forced substitution. Now Rafi Octubre will be called
there's a
with
lot
an
of blood.
sportsmanlike foul. A lot of blood on Sean Argente. Still down. This will be -2. They'll be forced to put in Dante Pagio. Mitchell Minus is not playing today's ball game. So a lot of guys, especially playing the same position for Bataan.
That's right. And these are... I think we're going to go on a break.
We'll be back after this.
Kapag may labay nagkakaisa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yung mayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang pupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag maalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay umayanig kapag nag-3 points na. Bawat bayan di matatalo, barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag maalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball.
2 free throws, Robbie Naipe.
We do hope the best para kay Sean Argente. He already has 6 points in the ball game, 22 in their last game, so alam natin yung impact. But more than that, really the safety. And more for that report, let's turn you over to Sheila.
Yes, Coach Juanito, update muna dito kay Chito Jaime. We saw him earlier and he had a cut under his left eye. Well, they just put eyes on it para daw tumigil yung dugo. Pero lalagyan din ng band-aid afterwards. He was recommended na itahi or tahiin siya. Pero sabi ni Chito, mamaya na lang daw after the game. And he wants to play and go back on the court. On the other side naman, para kay Sean Argente, unfortunately, he had a cut on his lower lip. And ang recommendation ng ating medics is to have it stitched right away. Kaya naman siya ay itinakbo sa stretcher papalabas ng ating venue. Balik sa inyo.
I hear that, Sheila. Rafi Octubre will stay on here in the ball game. He also has a cut on his elbow area. So mukhang ganun kalakas yung impact nung elbow netong si Rafi Octubre on Sean Argente. But we do hope the best for Sean Argente, and hopefully it's not a long injury for Sean because he's been playing terrific here in the season.
Yeah, indeed. Yung last game niya, he made 22 points, 6 3-pointers in all, in an 8 of 11 shooting. And that is definitely a stat that this Meycauayan team really have to build on in order to plug in since mawawala si Sean Argente. But I guess primarily you want Sean to be recovering quick and for him to be safe. No, at least we saw him, very conscious as he got stretchered out of this gym.
Pretty bloody first quarter we are watching, but Robby Naive wanting to step up in lieu of Sean Argente, getting his first triple of the ball game. Ball goes aside of Bataan. Alfred Flores goes to Carl Bringas on the jumper, in and out. Rebounded by Jimboy Pastoran. Tatakbo na naman ng Meycauayan. Pastoran with the float off to the left. Rafi with the rebound. Hubert, hesitation to a drive, drops it over. Adrian gets the ball. But Bataan steals it. 12 seconds on the shot clock.
That's a shot.
Alfred, cross court. Dante Paggio, nothing there. Steps left. 4 seconds remaining. It's going to be a step on Carl Bringas.
And then the battle inside the paint is talagang you wouldn't want to be in there because you have a good set of guys that's really scrambling for rebounds, no? Only because they understand yung halaga ng offensive rebound and defensive rebound for their teams.
LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL.
And every time you have a Serrano, a Flex Apreco, and Pago and Octubre in a team, you expect these guys to be chasing rebounds, and in so doing, boxing out is always going to be an activity in there.
AJ Miranda, you're taking advantage. It's not so usual, coach, that off this paint action, it's the initial ball handler that takes the drive, but a little confusion on the defense gives a lot of space for AJ Miranda.
Well, only because he saw that switch, and Alfred Flores is the one that he had to attack, and he definitely felt, I can take on him.
This time around, 2 minutes and 13 remaining. It's an 8-point lead for Meycauayan.
White Sox steps back into the game. What kind of impact can he make? And what a steal! That way is going to even up the game. 9 in the final quarter of the game. Can they make magic? White Sox wins the game!
Win the game. Easy long with Sports Plus.
Sports Plus is the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph.
Good size crowd we have here in one arena. At iba-ibang mga age group.
Yes.
May estudyante, may teacher, may...
Well, we are in a residential area. There's a government office outside.
Yeah.
Merong eskwelahan tayong katabi. A college in front.
Yeah.
A high school on the side. So, itong mga to, kesa mainitan sa bahay, di tayo magpalamig dito sa one arena where the aircon is actually very cold tonight.
Agree. Kaya nga no last game namin, napalabas ng maaga si Ken dahil nalamigan din.
Although it is only the aircon that's cold because the match has been pretty heated.
Hot, yeah.
Naive gives it to Serrano, extending the lead. The first double-digit lead in today's ball game.
Very methodical yung approach nitong dalawang teams na to in a manner of play. Really trying to the first advantage that they get. Another miss this time by Alfred.
Pastoran, straight line but very short. for Jimboy Pastoran.
Meycauayan actually 4 out of 6 from 3.
Let's go to this fast break. Robin Naive with the attack. Eventually with the dish. Going to Serrano. This fast break of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
And nobody stopped that ball up high. Ang layo nung binahe nung drive na yun ni Robin Naive. Boy, that ball is sticking and making it difficult for Jeff to even come up with something.
AJ Miranda just pressuring the ball out of the ball handler, and he forces the turnover. A minute remaining here in the first quarter. AJ
Spain.
on
Corner
the
exit.
two-man. They go to the corner. Slip by Serrano. No space. Fake by Serrano.
Yeah.
He finds that space off the inside. Beautiful feet work by Serrano.
And you are definitely loving these sets by Meycauayan. Another, they try to get the very first advantage that they see.
25 to 13. The last 26. It's a 4-second differential. Hubert attacks early. Carl, extra pass.
That's the shot.
Going to the corner. Jeff can't get the three. Beautiful ball movement on the side of Bataan.
Agree.
Get the three.
Agree, that was a very good ball movement.
10 seconds remaining on the first quarter game clock. Ajem uses the guard-to-guard screen. Ajem cannot get the three. That will end the first quarter. It's been a heated first quarter. It's been a little bloody. Chino Jaime with a hit on the eye level. Sean Argente was brought to the hospital. But so far, it's been the side of Meycauayan controlling this first quarter.
Yeah, only because they're shooting so much better from the outside. Sean Argente, before he went out, he was waxing hot. 8 points, 2 of 3 on 66% shooting. All of them coming from 3. But the other guys started stepping in, and that's the important part of Meycauayan, which is right now they're up 12, 25-13 at the end of 1.
Balik tayo dito sa One Arena in Cainta, Rizal. Our main game of our Tuesday triple header. It's a good sized crowd that we are watching.
And definitely, if you speak of energy right now in the first quarter, clearly that belongs to Meycauayan. And that has resulted in a 12-point advantage to them. Now, it's important for Bataan to start the second quarter to try and be more dominant. Because energy, yun nga, mas maganda yung pinangitang energy nitong Meycauayan to start the game.
They scored 29 points in their first quarter last game.
25 is very high also for this first one.
Offense really is to the advantage of Meycauayan in the first half. Tignan natin kung may sagot itong Bataan. In and out for the floater of Miggy Corteza. Alfred wants to go on that advantage down low. They can't find it. It's gonna be a call on Serrano against Christian Balagasay.
And Balagasay was trying to relocate dun sa ball side post dahil inaantay nila yung post feed doon, most probably. But in the way that they run through their flow on the offensive end, I feel that Bataan medyo nag-i-stick yung bola. No? They're slower to the next action than it is for Meycauayan. See how that ball sticks?
Jeff Santos using the speed. Christian cannot get the basket.
You look at Meycauayan, quickly they head it off.
Oh, turnover for Robin Naive. Excited to drive but he did not have the basketball.
Tama naman si Robin Naive. Madulas yung bola. Kanina
Yes,
pinag-uusapan
tama.
natin, first game pa lang,
First,
diba?
second, and third game If there is something consistent, everybody is not happy with the brand new basketball.
Oo, hindi na break in eh. Ika nga, di ba?
I think it's the first day that we're using this basketball.
Boy, they did the guard.
Oh! The same exact turnover between Pastoran and Naive. And they've been together the whole college.
Parang ano lang, ayaw magpalamang nung isa sa isa.
I'm sure if there is someone not happy, it's Coach Charles Chu.
Ay, sigurado.
Ang dami kong tinuro sa inyo, hindi nyo man lang masalo yung bola.
Di ba? Madulas talaga. Pangalawang beses na nadulas sa kamay. This time ni Robin Naive. Kanina siya yung taga-receive, ngayon siya yung taga-pase.
Ayun muna, si Robby Naive.
Oh, my.
Alfred Flores from far out. Jeff Santos, second chance. The first field goal on the side of Bataan.
Well, I like that Alex Ramos is inside. He's one of the more solid, forwards or big men that has played so far consistently para dito sa Bataan.
Size mismatch here.
Yeah,
Polonia versus Kani. Kani with the quick hands.
I was gonna say the
Kani
same.
standing his ground, getting the steal. 2 versus 1. Santos, balik sa kanya. Jeff too strong. Alfred keeps it alive. They want to call up play here. There's a fresh 14. Alfred to Jeff Santos using his speed, getting a foul off of Jason Apolonio.
Twice already, we've seen Jeff Santos have that space on that left corner wing. And in both cases, he did not take the shot. He opted for a drive. And come to think of it, itong si Jeff Santos is really he's only just very low in terms of three-point shot making. So he has not really made so much.
He's only averaging 7% in terms of shooting a three-pointer here in the season.
Yeah, that's pretty low, considering that it's Jeff Santos.
That's right, one of the better shooters. I mean, talking about all the other seasons, Jeff Santos was really one of their main shooters.
Oh, si Jeff, si Dom, those guys.
Ives.
And Ives, right.
Ives, of course. It's a 4-0 run for Bataan to start the third quarter, but could have an opportunity for Serrano to change things up. Sorry, it's AJ Miranda that's gonna go to the line. Gets the first free throw.
And AJ Miranda.
This free throw is brought to you by Extreme, ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas.
If there's one thing about AJ Miranda, he is the primary scorer really for the most part, getting involved, ending offensive sets for Meycauayan. Of course, the other one being Sean Argente, but his shooting is not as consistent. Finally, Jeff Santos answers our plea. He takes that three.
Narinig tayo, who says I can't shoot? Jeff Santos gets his first triple of the ball game.
Yeah, and you like for him to take that shot. Don't worry about, having missed the previous one or not making them. You're Jeff Santos, you definitely got to rise up. And this time, that one more pass by Balagasa just gave that ball over to that corner three by Jeff.
One of the strengths of Bataan, their big men can swing the ball, can find cutters, and really be able to pass, be able to get that assist is Christian Malagasay. Ajem crosses over, kicks it out. De La Virgen, open! Mabas para dito kay MJ De La Virgen. Balik ang bola sa Bataan. In and out. Robby Darang, stop,
Good shot.
stops, drops for Robby Darang. This lead is down to 5.
Got a good shot. I like that Bataan right now. The guards specifically are being more aggressive and taking shots. He got a couple of guys getting stuck on that screen by Christian Balagasay, and that's all the space that he needs, Robby Darang.
This quarter has been all Bataan, and they've been able to cut this lead down to 5. That jumper of Robby Darang gets them to 22-27 for Marilao.
White House steps back into the game. What kind of impact can he make? And what a steal! That way is going to even out the game.
Easy long with Sports Plus.
You are still watching the Maharlika Filipinos Basketball League Season 8. Lapses and careless mistakes that ultimately gave control to the opponent. This is how Coach Mactan described their game against Mindoro. Malaking factor ang pagkawala ng composure, but their mantra for tonight, bounce back. They need to be more careful of the ball. Admittedly, Coach Mactan says kulang pa sa team effort and quality play, lalo na sa mga possession na kailangan ng toughness and maturity. Everyone commits mistakes, but the key is accountability. Own the mistakes, fix the details, and come back stronger. Coaches?
Favor that, Sheila. Obviously, they are reviving their energy here in the second quarter. A better start para sa Bataan. And Coach Mike, what are they doing right?
Well, so far, better start in the second quarter. Oh my! Another hard fall.
And for both players as well, that was right in front of us. This does not look like a good sight. And it's both for Tutoy and Jason.
Jason got over the back of Tutoy. Missed shot right there. Battle for the rebound. Tutoy was boxing out. Ooh.
It was incidental. Hindi nakita ni Apolonio that there was a back. So he had to grab on something just to
break
ease
his
down
fall, yeah.
the fall. Nahila naman yan si Tutoy. So parehas sila.
But Tutoy was, you know, yung face niya was the first one that hit the floor.
Remember, Sean Argente is already on his way to the hospital to get some stitches on his lip. Now, you don't want another man to go down, especially that these two were the leading scorers in their last game.
Yeah, and Tutoy Ramirez is, in my opinion, one of the solid guys that played in their last loss to Mindoro. He might not have scored so much, but he's provided a different, contribution para sa Bataan Risers.
It looks like Jason Apolonio is okay. He will be subbed out. He will be checked, but he is walking on his own.
Looks the same for Tutoy Ramirez. He's up.
Tutoy Ramirez will look to stay in the floor. Thumbs up coming from Tutoy Ramirez. There was a pull down coming from Jason Apolonio. Na namang sadya. Hindi naman nagkakitaan, but both different situations. Tutoy was on a box up.
Kasi hindi rin nakita ni Apolonio on his way down who he was, yung kinakapita niya. Ang worry lang niya is pabagsak siya.
But I think the foul will be called on Jason Apolonio on that pull down. So the ball will go to the side of Bataan.
Rightfully so. I think only because he was over the back of ni Tutoy Ramirez.
5-point lead still in favor of Meycauayan, though this quarter 9-2 in favor of Bataan.
And just a 5-point lead separating these two. Meycauayan had the lead by as much as 12 earlier.
Robbie goes to Jeff. Down low to Christian. Using that size, Letran versus Benilde. Last touch would be on Meycauayan.
Ang challenge dun sa last, feed off the post para kay Christian Balagasa was nobody replaced Jeff Santos when he released on that wing. Somebody should have replaced. I felt Robbie Darang could have replaced him on that spot.
Robbie Darang, 10 seconds, using his speed.
Good
Step
move.
side, can't get it. Rebounded by Tutoy Ramirez, and he will get hit in the face once again.
Are they gonna review this though?
It is above the head, although it is incidental. On Miggy Corteza, this was the rebound off the back.
Oh yeah, mukhang hindi naman. Tinamaan pero he was thinking itataas yung bola.
Yes, obviously it was a play for the ball, though it hit the face. Nothing extra coming from Miggy Corteza. Ball stays with Bataan. Penalty na. Meycauayan dito with 6 minutes left. Tutoy with the fake. Tutoy with the float. Off to the left. Another opportunity. Tutoy can't get it to go. That ball will stay with Bataan for the third opportunity.
How about the effort of Tutoy Ramirez though? Second time in so many possessions. He gets hit on the head, but he still goes in there and competes for offensive boards.
Jeff Santos. Doubled on the corner. Robbie Darang. 6 seconds. Steps back. Robbie Darang. It's short. Fourth try. Still not there, but finally a stop for Meycauayan.
No rob shots for Bataan. When I mean rob shots, nothing in range, nothing was open, nothing in balance. Lahat ng tira, challenged eh. So, very uncomfortable yung mga attempts nila. Even that point blank for Balagasay.
Field goal, 7 out of 30 para sa Bataan. 7 more field goals for the Risers, but they're still down by 5 points. Ajem gets the rebound. He wants the one-on-one against Tutoy. Off the fader, Ajem gets the basket.
Well, Ajem Miranda staying composed on that low block. Look other side. Tiningnan ko may activity. Since wala, siya na yung nag-decide.
6 points in total for Ajem Miranda here in the ballgame. Tutoy. The turnover for Tutoy Ramirez. Miscommunication with Chris Javier. Matakbo ang Meycauayan. Ajem for the 3.
Looks good.
It's too long for Ajem Miranda. Rebounded by Robbie Darang. Tumatakbo ang Bataan. Robbie slows it down. Goes to Tutoy. A lot of space. Tutoy Ramirez. It's short.
Bataan's really nagmamadali. Iga nga sa execution nila.
That's gonna force a lot of substitutions on the side of Bataan. Sazon, Jaime, and Kani all on the substitution table.
Rescreen.
Miranda on the rescreen is fouled by Christian Balagasay.
First it started with a handoff over to Ramos. They swing it over to the other side. They come back with a rescreen coming from the weak side with the defense not seeing it. And you get AJ Miranda to go on a downhill left side of the floor. A comfortable spot niya.
This will be 2 free throws for AJ Miranda. Offensive substitution on the side of Bataan, Sazon, Kani, and Jaime. While it is a defensive substitution, Manny paid the digital wallet built for the community. Jason Strait and Flex Apreco will return for Meycauayan.
Well, you know what? AJ Miranda might not be shooting very well from the field, but he's been so good from the line, shooting roughly about 73%. That's pretty solid. And you like that because he gets to the line roughly a third of the time.
Well, we are looking for someone to step up offensively for Bataan. Look who is entering the court for your one Bataan Risers. It is El Granada, Gary David. There you go. El Granada, Gary David will be subbing in for Tutoy Ramirez. There. Former Gilas Pilipinas player, Gary David. Former LPU Pirate. One of the best scorers in the country.
Yeah, definitely an upgrade from how Tutoy Ramirez has performed. He's been, very actively involved, offense and defense in si Tutoy, but to have Gary David with that much size and experience should, calm down the Bataan Risers on the offensive end.
Actually, a little lengthy on the 5 of Bataan here. Kani, Sazon, Jaime, David, and Javier.
And everybody inside the floor right now for the Risers are floor spacers.
Let's see. David off the flare. Gary, long.
Good shot. Good setup.
Adek Ramos goes to AJ Miranda. Attacks middle. It's going to be a foul on Yves Sazon.
You see how AJ Miranda, very first attack niya palagi going to the middle with the left-hand dribble. Kasi yun yung pinaka-go-to move ni AJ Miranda.
You know what's scary, Coach? The way he puts his shoulder down with that speed, with that size, it's so hard to stop AJ Miranda when he puts that shoulder down. Extreme ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas.
And those broad shoulders really in between the defender and the ball. And so if you're now defending solo coverage, are you going to be able to stop him? I seriously doubt it. So somebody's got to peel off once you see that left-hand drive to the outer thirds of the floor from AJ Miranda and have somebody switch so that it stops him momentarily and, gets that rhythm off of him.
2 for 2 for AJ Miranda, now the leading scorer for Meycauayan. Javier can't find anyone on that handoff. Chito Jaime with the basketball. 10 remaining on the shot clock. Ives. He can't find the shooting opportunity. Gary, left corner, short.
Second good look.
Those are shots which he usually makes. Pero might be the ring, might be the warm-up, might be the ball. We don't know, but 0 for 2 so far for Gary David.
Well, obviously, Gary's going to be in here to look to score. No?
Different defensive game plan here. 1-2-2 para sa Bataan. They go back to the man. MJ, two-man game with Flex. Ajem, extra pass,
Yeah.
good hands by Ifes.
Yun yung sinasabi ko. I think we talked about it some games ago about bracketing. You know, just chasing that one more. Understands if it's a ball reversal on the wing, there is high probability there's a one more in the corner. Good anticipation by Ives.
MJ off the left. Ives with the rebound. He's running, he's attacking, goes corner to Gary. You want to set a play.
Look at how this floor is spaced by these shooters.
Ives with a drive.
There
Hard
you go.
angle for Ives Sazon, but he gets the two.
Now, if these 5 players for Bataan start hitting shots from the outside, there is definitely going to be a defensive response needed from Meycauayan. Much as you're up, what? 9 points right now. You can't take away the fact that you have floor spacers. And immediately, Sazon going to work off balance and all, and still able to find bottom of the net.
2 dribbles, stops, pops, and it drops for him. 9-point lead para sa Meycauayan. You want to go back to that size advantage. Oh, too
Layo.
long on the pass coming from Chito Jaime.
Yeah, that was too long. Chito wanted that high pass in order to get past that front defense, no?
24-33, still in favor of Meycauayan. Ajem back with the drive. MJ, a little dribble drive action. No option. Flex off the spin. Can't get it to go. Hubert running that basketball. Looks at Ives. Drives it. Goes to the trailer.
Yeah.
And Chris Javier gets the two.
Well, nothing surprising there. Chris Javier is definitely a guy that can give you that range, no, and that make.
Credit to Hubert Canny for getting that assist. Ramos. Go to straight on the middle. MJ. Straight line and in for MJ de la Virgen.
That's gotta hurt. Because Ives Sazon, in my opinion, did a good job of peeling off over to MJ, but MJ definitely got that range.
Hubert. He will be fouled. No basket. Pero nasa penalty na. Itong Meycauayan. Ano muna natin itong play of the game. Brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
Well, Hubert Kani, I'd like to think, was really trying to get MJ de la Virgen engaged and to free up maybe Ives Sazon on that corner 3. But since hindi nag-engage si MJ, he had to drop step off that spin and found Chris Javier on that finish.
Talking about Chris Javier, he was the one that was fouled in that last play. I thought it was on the slash of Hubert Canny, pero off-ball ang foul natin. I think there was a pull on the side of Chris Javier.
21 minutes per game, roughly about 7 points per game. Good 45% field goal shooter. But the free throw's been a challenge for him.
Certified champion for San Beda, itong si Chris Javier.
That's right.
And I'm sure someone is always proud when they talk about San Beda.
Oh,
Hindi
naman.
ko na lang papangalanan kung sino,
Oh,
pero
wag na.
ramdam nyo agad.
Oh, wag na. Happy viewing, Ken Pangilinan.
Chito Jaime off the pop. In and out for Chito Jaime.
Boy, that shot looked good.
Struggles on a 3-point line for Bataan here in the ball game. Pastoran opens. It's gonna be long. Flex gets the rebound. No foul is called. Flex drives.
Travel.
It's gonna be a travel on Flex of Recto.
A good call by the officials. Definitely a travel. But again, single rebound, offensive, no box outs. Flex just working it. Ives Sazon getting outworked. This one's that travel.
They're saying that it's only a 1-2.
See that again, if we can.
Well, I don't know if there will be a challenge after this timeout, but the timeout is called by Bataan.
Ganda.
Still an 8-point lead for Meycauayan.
Maring 1-2 nga.
Kapag may labay nagkakaisa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yung mayanig ang pagbakan. Todo sa
Sports Plus is the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph. We're still live here at the One Arena in Cainta, Rizal. Happy viewing to all of our viewers on YouTube, on Facebook, on Tap Sports, and on Solar Sports. Daming paraan para panoorin ng MPBL.
Yeah.
And what better way to end your Tuesday night than with two teams with this much heat. Ball is with Bataan. Chance for them to get a 2-for-1. The drive, they give it to Hubert. They go corner, Gary David, a lot of space. It's short for Gary. Rebounded by Flex.
Both open looks. No? You got a good one again there.
All three attempts for Gary David, not a make. 5-second differential between shot clock and game clock. MJ, cross court. Punta sila kay Robbie Naive. They go back to the other court.
Oh, wow.
Quick ball movement, but too much passing on the side of Meycauayan. Could have been a good team concept. Everybody got a touch, pero turnover para sa Meycauayan.
I thought MJ already had a shot earlier, and I also thought that Jimboy already had that shot. But being too unselfish. Down 8, a chance to cut this down to maybe as much as 5.
5.94 remaining in the second quarter game clock. Chito off the step back. He's blocked by Flex Apreku, and that will end our second quarter. It's an 8-point lead in favor of Meycauayan.
A better performance in terms of responding itong Bataan Risers.
36-28 in favor of Meycauayan.
sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan.
Oh yes, mga kaliga, it's time for the Sports Plus Clutch Time Challenge. At dahil may nanalo kamakailan, our prize pot will reset to 100,000 pesos at every game day na walang makaka-complete ng challenge, madadagdagan ng 50,000 pesos ang ating prize hanggang sa umabot ulit ito ng 1 million pesos. And tonight, our prize pot is 250,000 pesos. Mas exciting na ang Sports Plus Clutch Time Challenge dahil kailangan ng makompleto ang bawat shot mula sa official Sports Plus shooting spots dito sa court. Ito na ang ating challenger, si Francisco Caballero mula San Andres, Cainta, Rizal. Are you ready for the challenge? You will be given 45 seconds to complete a driving layup, a free throw, 3-point shot, and a half-court shot. Each attempt must be taken from the official Sports Plus floor markers. For the layup, you must start from the half-court line and dribble your way to the basket before scoring. Kapag na-shoot mo lahat ng yan in 45 seconds, you will win 250,000 pesos from the official sportsbook of the MPBL Sports Plus. Are you ready for the Sports Plus Clutch Time Challenge? Wala ba tayong palakpakan dyan? Pampagana for Francisco Caballero. On your mark, 3, 2, 1, go! Eto, mukhang ganadong-ganado. Itong si Francisco Caballero. Pasok yan. Sa free throw naman, konting lakas. Francisco Caballero, I know you can do better than that. 30 seconds left. Sige lang. Yakang-yaka mo yan, Francisco. Lakas pa ng konti. 18 seconds. Yun! 2 down, 2 more to go. Ito naman, sa 3-point area, masusubukan ng galing nitong si Francisco Caballero. The time is winding down to 4 seconds, 2, 1. Sayang, pero good effort pa rin yan. For Francisco Caballero, you will be going home with the Sports Plus merch. Once again, thank you for joining. At sa ating mga kaliga, check out the Sports Plus FB page to find out how you can join. At baka ikaw na ang susunod na winner ng Sports Plus Clutch Time Challenge.
Kapag may labay nagkakaisa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag-3 points na. Bawat baya'y di patatalo, barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL, Mahakliga Pilipinas Basketball. Sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na, yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay umayanig kapag nag-3 points na. Bawat baya'y di matatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag maalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na, yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL, Mahakligang Pilipinas. Bawat bayan ay sumasaya, kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yung bayanig ang pakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat, sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo.
Halftime here at the One Arena in Cainta, Rizal. Nababalik po ang inyong MPBL.
Sa droga ay huwag paalipin.
Lamang ng 8 ang Meycauayan versus your Bataan Risers. And Coach Mike, the numbers right here.
The challenge really is making shots. Just 23% shooting for Bataan and 32% for Meycauayan. Medyo nag-slow down na yung scoring percentage for Meycauayan, especially with the exit of Sean Ariente. Was pretty hot in that first quarter. But the thing is, bumawi pagdating sa free throws itong Meycauayan. They're getting what? Parang 11 more trips and 6 more makes in that department. But the good news for Bataan is they haven't missed yet sa free throws. Offensive rebounding, you see the advantage right there. 26-27, pero 10 yung offensive rebound ng Bataan. We saw earlier Flex Apreco very active on it. It's the bench though that has been, a good thing for Meycauayan as they're a +10 in that department.
Well, here in this leading scorers, Miranda, Naive, and Serrano are coming off the bench. Argente was the lone starter, though he was rushed to the hospital after a hit on his shin earlier on while on the side of Bataan. Jeff Santos, your leading scorer with 7, Darang with 5, Ramirez with 5, and Chris Javier with 4.
Now, I feel that's a good mix of scorers for Bataan, especially with Tutoy Ramirez and Jeff Santos being there. I like that Jeff in the latter part of the second quarter became more aggressive in taking those shots. There were 3 shot attempts by Gary David earlier, which I felt also were good looks. He didn't turn down.
Start the third quarter, ball of your one Bataan Risers. Sila dito, Jeff Santos was their leading scorer. Pick and pop. Alex Santos was not ready for that drop pass.
I thought he had a shot. You know, that was a good feed by Tutoy Ramirez.
2-3 zone to be played by Bataan to start the ball game, but the best way to break a zone is if you can shoot your 3-point shots. MJ makes his first.
I was coaching a game last night, and my team went on a zone. And then the other team says, no, they're on zone, start taking threes. Well, if you're not making good threes, why are you taking those threes against the zone? But this is a different case for Meycauayan. They have pretty good shooters right now, and so far in this game, they're shooting 30%, which is pretty okay.
Might be the best shooter on the floor is MJ De La Brehen.
That is right.
They cross it up. Agent,
Same
back-to-back triples for Meycauayan.
In range, open, balanced, off a ball swing. You have the defense pretty much coming in late, a little bit confusion on the coverage. Chris Javier trying to take that back.
Answered by Chris Javier on the other end. All the field goals here to start the third quarters are all triples coming for both teams. Ajem, two-man with flex. Ajem, high floater, it's a miss. Bola naman natin dito sa Bataan. Two-man game. They go corner. Jeff Santos. Short. Alex cannot get it. Two misses for Bataan, which are both good shots. MJ goes corner to Ajem. They go under the screen. Ajem has a line. Off to the right for AJ Miranda. Tutoy pushing the ball. Jeff Santos will be blocked by AJ Miranda.
About the commitment to defense by AJ Miranda. Kanina na nasa ilalim, two-man action, sinasabihan na siya ni Flex Apreco, tira. This time, this was that made three that he knocked down.
Ang 3-point shot na ito ay hatid sa inyo ng Extreme, ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas.
And on the other side, Chris Javier immediately taking back that three. Chris gotta go to work now.
Chris looking to be more aggressive on the offensive end. Tutoy, he likes that right wing. And he gets the three. Is Tutoy Ramirez, and an unsportsmanlike will be called, I think, on Vince Tolentino.
Now, if that is a foul away from the ball, you should have 2 more free throws. That's the shot. That counts. Call was away from the ball.
This might be a possible. Oh, it's just a holding foul on the side of Meycauayan. Sorry, on the side of Bataan. So this is not gonna be ball possession of Bataan. Leave action. Two-man game. Ajem kicks it out. Jason Apolonio straight lining in for Jason. Good to see that he is well and okay. Getting his first triple of the third quarter.
Isa pang matutuwa dyan si Coach Tantan Banal sigurado. And sa mata nitong Bataan, yan ang importante. Kailangan maka-knockdown ka rin ng threes. You're down only 8. You got, almost this full quarter in the third. You know you're still in this.
Triple on triple on triple on triple. 3 threes for Meycauayan to start the third. 2 naman para dito sa Bataan. All of the field goals are coming off the 3-point line.
There you go. Gotta get in quick.
Tutoy Ramirez on the other end.
Didn't have someone to spray on the other end.
They go back to Tutoy. They want to go down low post.
Post split.
Sanbeda versus Letran on the post. They go to Chito Jaime. 4 seconds. Drops it down. Chris Javier, too long, too strong. Gets the 2.
It is definitely high time that Chris Javier starts getting involved on the offensive side of the floor. The guy can definitely make something out of a situation on the offensive end.
6-point lead still in favor of Meycauayan. Flex far out. Punta sila kay Ajem. Good defense by Tutoy. 7 seconds on the shot clock. They blitz. Now they switch. Patrick, no space. Fader. too long. Chris Xavier with the rebound.
Look at the work of Chris Xavier, huh?
Coach, there's a different energy for Chris Xavier here in the third quarter.
And really, in my opinion, really just understanding what he brings to the table.
Coach, let's go back to this play. This was the drive by Chito Jaime, then the drop pass to Chris Xavier using his leg. This play of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL.
And that pass really more looked like an emergency pass. But the important thing is that Chris Xavier stuck in there and waited for that moment. He was either waiting for a shot from Chito Jaime or a pass from Chito.
Down in the basketball. Jeff challenging the defense of AJ Miranda, but you can't really do that against AJ.
Yeah. Especially at the rate that he's been defending. You have to recall, kanina hinabol niya yung shot block na yun kay Jeff.
4 seconds, Jeff steps through. Almost the basket, but Chito Jaime with the offensive rebound. Will be trooping to the line for 2.
Remember, they had Chito Jaime come back after that cut he had earlier.
Manny paid the digital wallet built for the community. Chito Jaime.
Roughly about close to 9 minutes per game, 5.3 points per game. His shooting is not so good so far this season. He struggled to find his range, but the good thing is he's taken good care of that ball. You know, if he's not making shots, at the very least, he's not turning the ball over as much.
4 points, 4 rebounds for Chito Jaime.
Now you're down 4. It's a couple of possessions. One might argue this might even be a 1 possession if they get fouled plus a 1 on a 3.
Pastoran brings down the basketball. Go cross-court screen. Now it's a 2-man game between Naive and Serrano. High-low action, but Corteza decides to drive. Pero free throws para dito kay Miggy Corteza.
Very seldom do you see a couple of big men involved in a spin. Normally it's a shooter and a big man with the handler being a point guard. In that instance, you had Miggy Corteza and Serrano getting involved in that spin, and eventually they found him underneath.
LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Too strong on the first free throw by Miggy Corteza. Chito Jaime had a bloody eye early in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Chose to stay in the venue to play this game out. Maybe or maybe not. Na tatahiin pa yan pagkatapos ng ball game. So we'll see. Maybe after the next game. No Mitchell minus on the side of Bataan in this ball game.
Flex.
Can't find the high-low.
That's the shot.
Pastoran. It's too long. AJ with the rebound. Miggy. Balik dito kay Jimboy Pastoran.
They like this matchup.
AJ versus Tutoy on the step back. It's gonna be a hand on Tutoy Ramirez.
Now, question dito, did he attempt for a shot or was he passing off to a teammate?
The coaching staff of Bataan is saying it's a pass ball. This was, yes, it should be a pass ball.
Yeah, it didn't look like a trajectory for a shot. I'd like to correct myself earlier when I said, remember that 3-pointer where there was that foul called on Apolonio and I think Chris Xavier? It was actually a double foul, and so you don't get an extra free throw. So let me correct myself on that. I thought that was a foul on Vince Tolentino.
13-9 in favor of Bataan here in the third quarter. They're still down by 4.
Flex.
Pastoran.
Wow.
The hesitation, the drive. Jimboy cannot finish. Fresh 14 para dito sa Meycauayan. Ajem uses Jeric. Through 2, it's gonna be a foul on Chito Jaime.
Well, immediately alam na ni AJM kung ano yung gagawin niya. He knew, soon as I get off this two-man action, Chito Jaime is on a drop coverage, and definitely your response there has got to be a snake, you know, where you split that defense, you attack one side.
45-41. Gary David on your screens there. Serrano on their end. It's short. Alfred saves the ball. Keeps it alive. Pero kay AJ Miranda malalaglag. AJ with the drive. He gets another foul. That's 3 fouls in a matter of 40 basketball seconds.
AJ Miranda, his free throw attempts ratio to his field goal attempts is roughly 30%. Kaya karamihan talaga, makikita mo siya nasa free throw line. And he's been making a lot of points from there.
13-6-5 for AJ Miranda. Needed to do extra as Sean Argente was brought to the hospital for probably some stitches. Kung nakikinig ka man, Sean, we hope the best for you. We hope you're okay. And we hope to see you in the next game.
Yeah.
2 for 2 for AJ Miranda. 4 minutes and 13 remaining here in the third quarter. A ball game that we are having right now. Cannot get it in. It's Chris Javier. Natakbo sila. Naive. Hesitation on the drive. Robbie is blocked by Chito Jaime.
Good defense by Chito right there. Stan pushing.
You want to go down low. Chris Javier. A little shimmy. Can't get it. Cross court. Ives.
Good
Straight
pass.
line but short. Third opportunity. Robbie Darang. Isa pa. Still long. 3 opportunities. Nothing going. Robbie Naive. That is going to be a charge on Robbie Naive.
Yeah.
Coach Tantan Manal obviously not happy with the call.
Well, the fact that he extended his arm, I think yun yung nagiging basis ng call. That was... Whose foul was that? Robin Ive, no?
That was a 1-on-1 on the drive. Coach Tantan not happy with the whistle. There will be a review by our referees. We'll be back.
After the review, the challenge was unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful challenge. This was the 1-on-1. Size advantage for Robbie Naive. Obvious extension of that left forearm.
Kaya kasi nawala rin talaga dun sa usual na kumbaga tinatakbo na path ni ni Alfred.
You know, he could have used his shoulder.
Correct.
Probably a Euro step or probably just even shoot it from high up top because he's taller, but that extension is obviously a charge on Robbie Naive.
I like how the ball is moving faster for Bataan. Oh my.
It's the same kind of turnover with this. Oh, it's a different passer. Kanina si, I think it's Chito Jaime.
Yeah, Chito Jaime kanina.
Ibesado as well.
Yeah.
They really wanna set him up for that post.
Pero definitely nag-improve yung ball movement, no? And decision making for Bataan. They're quicker now to an action than they were in the first half.
Robbie Naive, step back, straight line, in and out.
Which is exactly how Meycauayan also plays, no? Getting into quick action, getting into good stops, and shot attempts.
Corteza, fresh 14 for them. Go to Serrano. Try to set up the corner, nothing there. It's long for Jeric.
I think that should be on. That should be Meycauayan ball.
All right, correction is made.
Yeah, that should be Meycauayan ball. Right.
The emotions are felt on that whole pink bench. Kita naman, this was obviously on Robbie Darang.
Yeah, and I felt Robbie Durant, Robbie Naive.
I hope we saw that reaction by the whole bench. Kasi ramdam talaga natin yung
Dama mo yung emosyon no?
Still a miss on Miggy Corteza, rebounded by Chito Jaime.
Gotta look ahead. There's a seal.
Low scoring third quarter we are watching.
That's
Chito,
the shot.
pick and pop. Chito Jaime gets the three.
Well, they had a couple of good looks. A seal downstairs by Chris Javier and that flare for Chito Jaime.
47-44.
Crucial stop here for Bataan.
After a 25-13 first quarter stop, Bataan has crawled their way back. Serrano, it's gonna be short. Patrick Ramos, pin move. Nothing there.
Oh, how about Chito Jaime? When it's
Chito Jaime only has 4 points, but he has 7 rebounds to his name. The veteran showing out here in the ball game. Hand off to Robbie Darang. Robbie snakes. Robbie drives. Extra pass. Here. It's gonna be a travel. The hesitation will lead to a turnover for Chris Javier.
he had a shot. Chris Javier had a shot.
I think this was the second time that happened, Coach Mike, no? Kay Chris Javier.
He definitely had that shot. There are certain games where you can't second guess yourself. Now he goes out. Maybe baka pagod na rin si Chris Javier. Pasok naman si Christian. Now, your stretch now is going to be Chito Jaime. And Christian Balagasay has to take care of, paint action, rebounds, rim protection.
The penalty para dito sa Bataan. So this will mean free throws for the last minute and 40.
Surprisingly, we have not seen so much of, tama ba ako, si Jamil Gabawan, ano?
Yes.
He thrives in these situations.
Jamil Gabawan is on the bench.
Yeah.
So might be hurting or might be something. Mitchell Maynes is also not here for
Agree.
the Bataan Risers.
That's another guy too.
But so far, they're really crawling their way back. MJ De La Virgen returns it to a 5-point lead. Gary David returns in the ball game.
Again, it's the free throws that's into an advantage of Meycauayan. But if you're Bataan, after being down by as much as 14, you bring this down to just 5, you're in a good spot.
They can pop. Jaime challenged well. Good defense by Jason Apolonio. Quick action. Patrick Ramos, deceleration. How many times will you see a mini step back on a fast break?
Grabe. At saka yung bilis ng decision making talaga. They're very quick to an action. Yun yung kailangan tapatan nitong Bataan.
Lead goes back to 7 in favor of Meycauayan. Gary David hands it off to Alfred. Chito Jaime with the drive. They're gonna go corner to Ives. Fake. Attack. Ives Sazon shows us why he is one of the best scorers in the MPBL.
Well, opting for the higher percentage shot instead of going for that 3.
Offense is very quick for both of the teams, even though we're watching a low-scoring ball game.
And Gary not liking how Patrick Ramos reacted after that. This is that quick transition. Yung fader na decelerate, kakaiba. Pero ito yung atake naman sa kabila ni Ives Sazon. Both very crafty on their finishes.
Defense has picked up, speed has picked up. Our pace is very quick, though. We are still watching a low-scoring ball game between both of these teams, and that makes the game all the way much beautiful. Coach Mike almost destroying his iPad, but he saves it. Okay lang, direct, buhay pa ang iPad ni Coach Mike.
And the reason that you're saying kaya mababa yung scoring kasi roughly close to 90 points per game itong dalawa.
Yes.
85 and 83.
Both teams really are high efficient scorer. Christian Balagasay gets the 2. Puts the lead back to 4. Babalik pa ang bola with a 2-second differential. But MJ De La Virgen looks to use clock. MJ using as much clock as he can. They go to the middle to Jason. High-low, nothing there. MJ drives middle.
Travel.
It's gonna be a same foot travel for MJ de la Vergen. 6 seconds on the dot
Enough time.
para dito sa Bataan.
See this here. Oh yeah,
Right.
same foot.
Right to right. Alfred, 3 seconds. Smart foul with 1 foul to give. Roughly 3 seconds remaining on the third quarter game clock. A lot of shooters on their end. Everybody can stretch the floor for Bataan. Let's see what the play is. They go back to Gary David. Short for El Granada, and that will end our third quarter. It's 52-48, still in favor of Meycauayan, even though the last 2 quarters was won by Bataan.
Oo, totoo. Ang ganda ng balik ng Bataan dito. 20 points in a quarter. This is the very first time that they've gotten to 20. At the same time, limiting yung production nitong Meycauayan to just 16. There was a time that the game slowed down a bit, but middle of the third, action sped up for both these teams. Chris Javier did his thing, Chito Jaime did his thing, and it's just the other guys contributing so far for Bataan.
2-possession ball game in favor of Meycauayan. We enter the fourth frame.
White House steps back into the game. What kind of impact can he make? And what a steal! That way is going to even up the game. 89 in the final moment of the game. Can they make magic? White House wins the game!
Win the game. Easy long with Sports Plus.
Sports Plus is the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph. Coach, in a low-scoring ball game like this, who will favor both of these teams?
Well, I think wala masyadong clear cut kung sino mag-advantage. But I think the way that they've been playing with all these threes, in my opinion, favors a little bit itong Meycauayan. But if this becomes more of paint action, it should be Bataan Risers.
First shot is missed by Robin Nieves. Sazon puts the ball on the floor.
Nice fake.
Ives Sazon with a fadeaway. He wants a foul called, but there is no whistle.
I saw the quarter scoring earlier. That's a +4 output for Bataan in the third quarter. And limiting only 16 points for Meycauayan.
Apolonio will be fouled from the back.
Ito ang tingin ko iti-take advantage ng Meycauayan. They feel that speed-wise, they might have advantage on the downhill against Malagasay and Carl Bringas. Nice fake by Ives Sazon.
That was the fake for a fadeaway for Ives Sazon.
That was actually good defense by Robin Ive, shutting down that lane that he wanted to attack. But then again, he went to that fake, allowed that defense to fly by, and then sinking it.
The numbers for Jason Apolonio, Coach Mike here in the season.
Yeah, ang ganda ng field goal percentage niya, 62%, and the very few times that he's, made shot attempts, he's at 10.6. Pero yung usage rate niya, really one of the secondary scorers para dito kay Coach Tantan Banal. Of course, you understand that the star players that score for them have been Sean Argente and AJ Miranda.
Just good to see Jason Apolonio get more
Agree.
usage in a team. For the last few teams he's been playing for, hindi na masyado nagagamit. Kung si Apolonio, we kind of forgot how efficient he is, how good of a player he is. Now he is back and playing a lot of minutes. It's going to be a pull down on Robin Ive.
Yeah. And ako, alam mo, staying with that Jason Apolonio discussion, I think it speaks in volume on the system of Coach Tantan Banal, allowing the other guys to, if you're on a spot on the floor where the defense is late and you're open, you have to take it. And if you're not going to take it, make a quick decision. You can take the shot, dribble and attack. If you don't have the layup, then pass it on to another guy. Then relocate. Allow him to do the same on the next side.
We go to Ibes. One
Good
dribble.
pull-up.
Stops. Long. Christian. Can't tap it to himself. MJ with the basketball. Punta kay Ajem. Drives hard. Challenge well by Carl. Second opportunity. Ramos with the rebound.
Offensive rebounding though.
MJ with a pull-up. MJ gets the basket.
Offensive rebounding clearly at work in that last offensive set. Bataan going horns here.
Alfred using Malagasay. Can't find the roller. Carl, punta kay Hubert. They go out to Ibes. It's short. 6 seconds. The ball is alive. Do they know the shot clock? Alfred surprises everybody. Hits the ring, but it's a miss. MJ speeds up once again. Pulls up. Can't go back to back. Alfred is pushed from behind by Patrick Ramos.
Ito yung challenge when you have Alfred Flores and you don't have guys that can run side by side with him in transition. Because right there, he was pretty much the only guy that's right in front of yung transition na yon. Nobody running wide. And kaya madaling natapik yung bola sa likod. Scorers on the floor again for Bataan. Jeff's gotta go back to that really good quarter that he had earlier.
Hubert Cani returns to being the point guard for Bataan. Carl. Bigay dito kay Jeff. 13 on the shot clock. Hubert, he likes the matchup. Attacks early. Gets the foul off of MJ De La Virgen.
Well, the primary reason kung bakit umatake pababa itong si Hubert Cani kasi nakita niya ang ganda na ng pagkakasil sa weak side post ni Christian Malagasay. So, having said that, he now only has to attend to MJ De La Virgen, who was backpedaling himself, and definitely you have to attack that.
Scoring not the best for Hubert Cani. That's only going to be point number 4 for Hubert Cani, who is averaging double digits in his points. MoneyPay, the digital wallet built for the community. Pero 2 for 2 para kay Hubert Cani. Cuts the lead back to 3. Here's the matchup once again. Tutoy and Ajem. MJ off.
Oh my!
The reload. MJ is just so good with on that replacement. Coach Mike, he just knows where to move.
Ito mo yung kanina pinag-usapan natin sa Bataan. They had that post entry pero wala nag-replace, no? Kaya naging stagnant yung set na yun. And at this time, this is exactly what Meycauayan is doing. There's a spray here in the corner.
Ajem does not want to rush things.
Good job by Bataan getting down on the defensive end. Spain. Watch out for MJ.
There you go, MJ one more time. Looking for the extra. Steps back. In and out for AJ Miranda. I'm sorry, for MJ De La Virgen. Tutoy wants a quick seal. Nothing going. Hubert gets the day. 4 straight points for the former Bulldog, Hubert Cani.
It's at this time of the game where you would love for Hubert Cani to start controlling the game.
Former Bulldog, former Blue Eagle, former Tamaraw, and now current Bataan Riser.
Gotta get a stop though.
Ajem with the switch. Stops, pops, long.
Hubert downhill.
Cani attacks once again. And he is liking this matchup between him and MJ De La Virgen. Ito muna tayo sa atake na to. This fast break of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
Alam mo kung anong importante doon sa play na yon? Yung puro ni Tutoy Ramirez na lipat sa kabila, curl under, kasi papaatakihin niya si Hubert Cani pababa. And Hubert Cani wasted no time in doing that.
I really like the guard rotation nitong Bataan. They really complement each other. Cani, Darang, Ramirez, and Flores.
Yeah.
Everybody has a different character, a different personality, a different strength.
Correct.
So, depending on the matchup, coach, no? Ang ganda nila panoorin.
Oo. Si Hubert Cani, in my opinion, in certain situations in the game when you need that level of control, he's definitely the guy that you're gonna go to.
Hubert pressuring Patrick Ramos. He handed back off to Patrick. 2-point lead for Meycauayan. Patrick with the left.
My.
What a deep lay for Patrick Ramos.
Surprise package right there, Patrick Ramos. And that step back, decelerate, and this difficult left-hand finish.
Hubert trying to go one-on-one. Tutoy. They go down low post. Xavier is back in action. You see the well-balanced attack coming from both of these teams. The leading scorer for Meycauayan, MJ with 13, Ramos with 7. Argente in the first quarter had 8. Miranda with 12, Serrano with 4. Naive with 5, and Apolonio with 6. On the other end, it's only Jeff Santos in double figures. Javier with 9, Jaime with 7, Darang with 5, Ramirez with 8, Sazon with 6. So, ang maganda dito, coach, hindi mo alam kung sinong puputok dito sa parehas na team na to.
Agree. And you see Chris Javier right there, 6.9 points per game. You look at his usage rate, that's pretty low considering that he's pretty good from the field at 45%, and let alone him getting about 5 rebounds per game. And that's why I was saying earlier that you definitely understand that if you speak of scoring in the flow of the game, be it on a range, on the low block inside the paint, that is definitely one guy that you can go to in Chris Javier.
60-58 after the 2 for 2 coming from Chris Javier. Pastoran to Flex. Flex for the lay. Doesn't go, but there is a foul on Tutoy Ramirez. Pero team foul number 2 pa lang yan para sa Bataan.
But ako mas importante doon, kahit na second team foul lang yun, is that it would have been a run your side of the floor if you had not committed that foul. But then again, kasama yan sa pakikipaglaban mo sa loob ng paint.
Try to go corner. Agent versus Tutoy. Pressured hard by Tutoy. Stays in front. Short on the fader. Another rebound for Chito Jaime.
Chito Jaime, man. Almost did not play this game but decided to stay on.
Alfred looking like Hubert Cani. Chris Javier gets the basket and one.
I'm telling you, Chris Javier, that X factor that you need on the big man spot. You need defense, you need scoring, you need effort. And able to absorb all contact underneath, and still that presence of mind not to put the ball on the floor but to think shot.
Bump, basket, bonus, and an opportunity for Bataan to take the lead. Though it's a miss.
Yeah, dun talaga siya nagkakaroon ng challenge sa free throws. That is that part of the game of Chris Javier this season that he's been struggling a little bit.
Last touch will be on Vince Tolentino. So babalik ang bola sa Bataan. Pagkakataon, nakunin ang kalamangan. Javier. They go to Chito. Well challenged. Off the bank! Chito Jaime gets the 3.
Chito's got 10 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists for a guy who almost did not play anymore because of that cut.
He chose to stay in the ball game. Now, a double-double watch for Chito Jaime. Pastoran looking to answer, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Tutoy Ramirez. Alfred using Chito early. They want to go back low post. Alfred, it's too long on the 3. Got a little excited with the space he saw.
I felt he rushed it, and he knew it. They were in a good rhythm, on a good flow, but they're off 3 right now. But this guy, Chris Javier, finding Chito Jaime, called back definitely.
It is 9:53 in the evening on a Tuesday night, but someone called back and they answered. Chito Jaime gets the lead back for Bataan.
Steps back into the game. What kind of impact can he make? And what a steal! That way is going to even up the game. 9 in the final moments of the game. Can they make magic? White House wins the game!
Win the game. Easy long with Sports Plus.
Sports Plus is the official sports book of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to player. Visit www.sportsplus.ph. The biggest lead of the ball game was all the way up to 14 points. In the last lead of Bataan, I think, came all the way early in the first quarter. But Coach Mike, that three of Chito Jaime gets them the lead.
Yeah, the biggest lead so far for Bataan, and now they want to protect that lead. Meycauayan, meantime, gotta go back to what they've done early. Now they're spreading that floor and keeping that middle lane open.
Vince with the basketball. They go to Jason. He is being tempted to get the three. Jason Apolonio answers.
Boy, this game has turned into a different complexion. Other guys stepping in. We talk about the Argentes. We talked about the Agims. But Apolonio definitely, without hesitation, understood, I gotta take back what I've done earlier, and he knocks down that three.
Sees a little opening, but enough for him to take the three, make the three, and tie the ball game. We are all at 63.
Sumasaya kapag may damay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao,
Hubert Cani on your screens there. He returns to the ball game after a good 2-minute rest. They have tied the ball game. The biggest lead for Meycauayan. The ball game was all the way up to 14. They climbed their way back, getting the lead with Chito Jaime, but an answer coming from Jason Apolonio. Bola ngayon ng Bataan. Kutoy goes to Ives. 10 on the shot clock. Ives will be fouled by AJ Miranda.
Well, perfectly set up play right there. They first went to that left side, but you have Chito Jaime hovering on that wing arc 3. And then you had Chris Javier down on the low block. They were thinking they were going that side of the floor, but instead they swing it over to Ives Sason, made him attack downhill, and got that Gortat screen from Chris Javier.
Ives Sason missing on his first free throw. Yeah, 6 points in the ball game. Ang free throw na ito ay hatid sa inyo ng Extreme, ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas.
Sason is a 56% free throw shooter so far this season. And for tonight is 1 out of 2. That's his first trip to the line.
Offensive to defensive substitution. Vince Tolentino returns for Flex Apreku. 3 minutes and 25 remaining in the ball game.
That pin.
Small ball being played by Meycauayan. Apolonio drives against Chris Javier. Jason Apolonio with a strong hard drive.
Well, Chris was asking for help, but because the way that the offense is spread out, you're definitely not gonna have help the other end.
Another close game for Bataan and Meycauayan. Hubert looking to use a two-man game. Hubert drives. Floater for Hubert is good.
Hubert Cani taking over now. He understands, you know, I gotta be in there and get myself involved.
11 points and 5 assists for Hubert Cani. The lead is back with Bataan. Agent stops, floats, basket for Meycauayan. Now this has turned into an offensive barrage.
Yeah, shootout here on the last few possessions. Ives,
In and out for Ives Sason.
that shot looked good.
I think that ball will return Bataan off
Yeah.
that double. Tumama kay Agent. There was no friend around to help him out.
And more importantly, you like that Chito Jaime got that help. How about this shot? Fader going glass. That was, you know, undecided until that ball went in. Pero ito yung drive, ang linis din. You can't help on that corner because they've been shooting very good from 3. Itong Meycauayan.
In big moments, star shine. Jaime off the fader. He's long.
Wow.
Ives off the back. Ives will get 2 free throws.
See that rebound by Ives Sason?
Where did he come from, Coach Mike?
Oo. Sa Tagalog, saan ka nagmula?
Di ba? The perfect translation.
My goodness. Again, split his trip earlier.
Extreme ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. Gets the first, ties the ball game back at 67.
And you kind of know at the start of the game that mabilis yung simula pero it will get down to this point. No, na palitan lang.
1 for 2 once again.
2 of 4. Free throws matter.
Flex with another rebound. Rebound number 11 para kay Flex. 2-point guard lineup. Gamit dito. Last 2 minutes brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. A lot of ball handlers. Actually, sorry, it's a 3-point guard lineup right now by Coach Tantan Manal.
Kasi gusto niya lahat makaka-breakdown ng ng defender. So regardless who you're swinging that ball over to, they really just have to go to certain spots on the floor and then, attack downhill.
Asian gets the first free throw. The lead is back with Meycauayan.
Cainta has gotten a good treat. Good number of really good games here.
And what I love is that no one is going home. We are 10 o'clock p.m. on the dot, pero walang uwian dito. Sa One Arena, magkakataon na naman for Meycauayan.
You see how they've really made this a one-on-one game.
Flex, cross court. Jimboy on the drive, stops, pop, drops for Jimboy Pastoran. And this is gonna be a basket and one. Play of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
And you have to give credit to the quick decision making of a Jimboy Pastoran. I mean, regardless whether the clock was going down on him, I'm sure he was going to go on that stampede on a downhill.
But there is a challenge right now on the side of Bataan. The referees will check if this is a 24 or if there is a foul or if the foul will stand. Babalik tayo after this review.
Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan.
Upon review, the challenge was successful. Basket is good by Jimboy Pastoran, but there was no foul.
Successful challenge. This is gonna be huge. Although that basket will count, there will be no foul.
Yeah,
So this is only a one-possession ball game.
that's right. And sometimes things happen very fast. And it's a good thing there was that challenge.
70-67. Oh, turnover on Ives. Meycauayan is running. They couldn't get the handle.
Oh boy, you gotta run it the other side.
Hubert decides to execute. They want to go down low to Chito. They go to Chris Javier. Hesitates, drives, kicks out. Sazo to the left. Chito Jaime! Basket for Chito Jaime on the offensive rebound.
That guy's been a workhorse in this game. Got cut, got bloodied, didn't want to go home. He said he was gonna play. And all these rebounds and stick backs, made threes, has been so huge for Bataan.
Pastoran with a triple. Jimboy Pastoran has been huge in the fourth quarter. Earlier the jumper, now the triple for Jimboy.
10th 3-point make, but how about first this putback by Chito Jaime. Got that rebound, but immediately coming out of that little pin down from Flex Apreku, Jimboy Pastoran makes sure they get the 10th 3-point in this game and a 4-point lead.
5 points in the last minute and a half for Jimboy Pastoran. Extends lead up to 4. Let's go to the timeout of Bataan.
Please, ano, babaan mo ha? Honey, ano ba? Let's go. Si Bes. Bes. Ito lang, simple lang ha. Down pitch siya, lalabas si Tani. Sorry, ito pa tayo. Paglabas, pare, gusto ko bumolsing ka na dito. Away. Ngayon ang dalawa. Para lang sa akin. Let's go, pare.
Boy Pastoran, 5 points here in the last minute of the ball game. He's been huge to get this to a 4-point lead in favor of his team. Very important possession for Bataan, Coach Mike.
Yup. Got to get that ball in.
Ibesazon on the corner. Ibesazon in and out. Tutoy could not get the two. Ives decides to go for a foul.
Well, you would have loved for that 3 to go in. I think it's who's this? This is Chris Xavier.
Another man is down. It's Chris Xavier this time around. We did not see what happened down low.
Nagkabungguan yata sila ni, was that Iversason earlier or
I
Hubert?
think it was Tutoy.
Tutoy, okay. As they tried to get that offensive rebound. Well, Tutoy had an opportunity to go for an attempt, but his shot was short.
Don't want to see someone down like this one
That's
more
right.
time. Is he holding on to his knee?
Lalo na at the rate that Chris Xavier has been playing.
Oh, he's holding on to his knee.
See that again. Drive.
Ooh! Someone fell down
Is that Apolonio?
on his knee. It's Jason Apolonio.
Yeah.
There was that hyperextension.
But right now, are there going to be free throws?
I think it's only going to be the fourth foul in
Fourth
Bataan.
foul, yeah.
So,
not yet.
wala pa sa penalty.
Uh-huh.
Chris Xavier is just shaking it up. He is walking. He is staying on the court. So he decides to play it off. It is accidental. Natulak. Apolonio and Chris Xavier shakes it off.
You definitely need a good stop here. Up 4 with close to 44 seconds remaining. Boy, the rate that these guys have played this game, we definitely are getting a treat.
It's a little stoppage here.
Kaya gusto nila papunasan yung bola kasi madulas nga eh.
The pressure. It's brand new. The sweat. Lahat na. Nandyan sa bola ngayon.
Parang yung bola pa yung na-pressure.
Bakit parang ako?
Bakit ako?
Bakit parang kasalanan ko? Bataan still not in penalty here. The ball will be inbounded.
Both teams have one more timeout left.
Sazon pressuring Jimboy Pastoran. They seem like they will not go for the foul very early. Agent calling for a horns play. This might be a Spain.
Spain, right.
He cancels it out. Just wants the early two-man.
The Rolex.
They go to Jimboy. Off the drive. Balik kay Ajem. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Ajem with the spin. Ajem gets the roll!
Gotta go quick. First shot available.
On the other end, Tutoy taking a lot of time. To Hubert. Far out. It's short. Carl! Troop to the line for 2.
Well, AJ Miranda, jab step going right, went middle and then spun the other way. eluding that defense, and the help was pretty much late. You know why na-late yung depensa that yung help ni Chito Jaime? Because hindi nila pwedeng pabayaan yung mga corner shooters eh. And so far, they've had, what, 10 3-point makes already on a 31% field goal shooting. You definitely have to stick with those shooters on the outside.
Carl goes 0 out of 2. He gets another opportunity.
Got one more.
Bert, not there. Chito with the rebound. Still an opportunity. Yves with the fader. It hits the ring.
Oh, my.
And Meycauayan will escape this ball game. A fight back by Bataan. But in the end, Pastoran and Miranda.
Oh, totoo. But mad respects for Bataan Risers for coming back. You know, Meycauayan started out with a lot of energy. They lost Sean Argente. Chito Jaime also got injured but decided to stay in the game. You love the compete side of both these teams. But unfortunately, you really got to have just one winner. And this happens to be Meycauayan.
Now, if it's just me and Coach Mike, we would not mind if this was about 5, 6, 7, 8 quarters. But it was only 4 quarters and Meycauayan will get this win. Let's go to our player of the game, brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL. Coach Mike, another triple-double watch, another game where he stepped up big time, and star player numbers for AJ Miranda.
30 minutes, 17 points. 6 of 8 from the line, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. You know, he knew when he was gonna attack to score. He knew when he was gonna attack to feed an open team.
And that spin move to the layup was crucial for them to get this to a 6-point lead. Right now, AJ Miranda is with our courtside, Sheila Salaysay.
Yes, Coach, congratulations sa AGEM. Napaka-intense ng laro. From the very beginning, you guys were leading, pero towards the end, doon nagkaroon ng seesaw battle between the two teams. But how are you able to manage at makuha at masustain yung rhythm towards the end?
Siguro nag-stay composed lang kami sa bawat isa. Tiwala kami sa bawat isa. Tapos nag-share the ball kami. And yun, sinunod lang namin yung sistema ni Coach.
17 points, ang gandang stats mo. You were everywhere, all-around performance para sa iyo ngayong laro na to.
Siguro, nagpapasalamat lang ako sa mga tiwalang binibigay sa akin ng coaches at saka sa mga teammates ko nagtitiwala din sa akin. And syempre sa mga boss din.
Ayan, maraming salamat and congratulations our best player of the game, AJ Miranda. And our player of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL. Coach Juanito and Coach Mike.
Thank you, Sheila. Congratulations, AJ Miranda and the rest of the Meycauayan team. Bukas, patuloy ang ating MPBL dito pa rin sa One Arena in Cainta, Rizal. It's gonna be Parañaque versus Iloilo in your first game. Your Binyanta Takjel Beast Motorcycle Tire Meycauayan versus Sarangani. And in the last game, Mindoro versus Imos. Maraming salamat sa panonood ng ating mga action. 3 good games, a beautiful triple header here at the One Arena in Cainta, Rizal. This is Juanito Gregorio for Coach Mike, for Sheila Salaysay, for all of the hardworking staff of the MPBL. We bring you the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino.